All right, good. Okay, everybody. So, welcome, everyone. Let me get the report up and running. Sorry about that. Okay, welcome, everyone. My name is Fausto, and thank you for joining and being part of CyberGroup University and doing your trial. This is an action orientation. We're going to try to answer your questions. I know some of you do have appointments here at CyberGroup University. The main point of the appointment that you have with your education advisor and possibly with me is to kind of answer more questions in great detail of what you've learned so far, maybe some concerns that you might have, maybe tell a little bit about yourself, see what your interest of learning and why you're here, how's your trading going, and kind of maybe tweaking some of the experiences you'll have here at CyberGroup University. So I'm just going to go over really quick some of the quick little features. It'll probably be about 10-15 minutes. I wanted to get right back into the room. You could always go back and you could watch this recording and kind of review it again. So I like to start off really quick that what we have going on here is when you go into oh, by the way, has everyone logged into the CyberGroup room? Just give me a yes or no. Just want to kind of see how many people were here, who didn't, who did, whatever. How many of you here? Okay. Ron, you haven't. Excuse me. Thank you. Greg, you have. Margaret, you have. Okay. Good, good. All right. So on the CyberGroup University website, when you come there, right over here is where you want to look at. See where it says portal, student portal? Okay. So right there. So basically what we want to do right there is we want to click on it. Now, everybody here should have received a email and their password. If you did not get your password, please email us. You could email support@ctucorp.com. So does everyone have their email and their password? Okay. So everyone should have that. Now, I'm going to log in. And right here, you could always, if you lost your password, you could actually go right here. You can lose password. You could always reset your password if you want to do that. I'll just click on it just out of curiosity. So just enter your email and it'll automatically send you another one. Okay. And you could always change it. So let me go back here and go to trial. I'm going to click on here. So now all of a sudden you'll notice up here is this is your portal page. You'll have access to the chat room on the left. You'll have access to the Q&A workshops that we had in Traders Talk. If you scroll down, there's the ebook that I promised all of you. And then right here is the crash courses that we're going to be giving you. I want to start off with that really quick. And this is something people are very popular, keep asking. So here's a couple of workshops. These part one and part two is basically the videos. If you want to know how to get book viewer that I kept showing you examples of, kind of quick little videos. If you want to leave any comments, if you want to share it, but it'll show you how to actually purchase it, how to use it, and what it does for you. Then you'll have, if you want to take a quick little quiz over here, you could do that also. So you want to test your knowledge. A couple of workshops we did give you, entries and exits, a little bit on time and sales. How to read level 3. So you got a couple of really nice little workshops right there. I think everyone there will enjoy that. And right over here where it says, here's your book. You could download it and print it up, but that's actually the book that I promised you, tell you a little intro about us and, about myself, how I started. Good, fast read. I think you'll enjoy it. So you have that right there. The weekly traders right here, Traders Talk. So this is what we do every Tuesday at 11. This is where you can email your questions and we'll talk about them. Josh will do an event there. Here's a couple of recordings. We record every single one of them. So if you want to look at previous ones, you're more than welcome to do that. So you have all the workshops there going for, you could see hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of Traders Talk video. Really nice, very educational, something that we give to you as a trial member. By the way, we do those live once again every morning, every 11 a.m. on Tuesday once a week. Now, I guess everyone's here. The most popular thing people want to notice is, okay, now I know where some of the sample videos are. Now let's talk about the live trading room. So I want to click over here where it says live trading room. And you're going to type in your name. I'm going to write, I can write Fausto Pugliese. I'm going to come in as a trader. So now right here, you'll notice there are three very important windows. On the top left-hand corner, these are the alerts. Okay, so if you you'll be able to get alerts on your phone if you download our app, if you're not by your computer or whatever it is. But that's like more specifically, we'll talk about if a company's got halted, the watch list that we found in the morning, you know, pretty much anything we want to make a big something to alert you. Classes that are coming up, everything else. On the bottom of that window right there, that's the main chat. These are Q&As. Mainly everyone doesn't just uses the main chat. And right there, that's where you'll be able to chat with all the traders. Hi, all. You'll see I put my chat in there. And that will be me just talking to everybody in there. On the top left-hand corner, up here, these are the amount of traders that are in there. And then right there, and that double line right there, you see right there. That right there, fellow traders. And just click on it. And these are all the instructors, okay, and staff of CTU, and these are all the traders in the room, okay. And you know, right there, you'll be able to, you know, you can see user information, you know, basically who that person is. You could follow them. You could private chat to them. You can't private chat to anybody, but you could say, you could talk to like, hey, hi, Gene, like, hi. And he'll get like a little pop-up window. But you don't want to talk to anyone. If you really want to talk to us personally, this is where you basically go. You click those three double lines. If you want to do a private chat, you could say, hi, Fausto. Now, what's going to happen is this, okay? Right here, you see how I got a pop-up window that came up? And that's me right there. I have a pop-up window. It says, hey, and I can write back. Hi. And I have two windows up and running, and there's my chat there, right there. Okay. So the reason why this is very important is because we will private chat to you. If you have any specific questions, maybe we don't want to share it in the group. This is a way how we will contact you. So please be aware, if you do see that pop-up window do come up, you know, please talk back to us. So that's basically how we communicate privately. But everything in right here, you know, because class is going on right now, hopefully some of you want to consider being part of our class program. Everyone right now, it's kind of quiet because they're all taking, they're in phase 2. We have 3 phases of classes, 1, 2, and 3. So that's pretty much where everyone is right now. And now with that, let me just clear this out. We go drawings. Now, does anyone have any questions about the attendee list, the private chat, and the alerts? Just give me a quick yes or no. Dan, you have any questions? Greg, Kenny, Lewis, Peter? All right, good. Right here in the middle, okay, right on the right-hand side, that is the actual trading system we're actually showcasing. Right now, we're using TradeStation. We'll use Thinkorswim. We use Tastyworks. We kind of bounce it around. And you'll see that this might look a lot different than yours. When you're a student of CyberTrade University, one thing we do is we do Zoom meetings with you. We'll help set up your platform, no matter what you're using, whatever it is. And you'll see it. They're pretty much all the same. You know, you probably just have your defaults wrong and so on. And right here on the right-hand side, just let you know, this is actually like a level 3, okay? That we cover in class also. But what you really kind of more focus on here is just basically seeing, you see level 2, you see the chart, and you see what stock that we're in. You could see mine right here. I'm looking at a different platform, and they're pretty much the same. You know, so sometimes I'll showcase something a little bit different. than what you'll see. But you'll see they all have a big top percentage gainers, an intraday chart, a daily chart, a watch list, and so on. We really, really keep things very simple here. And then time to time, we will post up, and you'll see that we would bring up this right here, which is our level 4. Now, you'll notice that we'll take screenshots like NASDAQ Book Viewer like this. If you click on it, it'll blow up. You can even download the image if you want to. And if we want to show you something specifically, we'll just kind of show you. I mean, I logged in late. Oh, there we go. You'll see how, like, I'll bring up a picture here and I'll say, hey, look at this stock that we traded. So as with commentary, we might take some screenshots, bring them up. If you want to download the image, you could do that also. So it is a very, very, in-depth professional trading room. Now, I started this trading room about 30 years ago. I was the first one to start the original trading room. So you're in the original trading room before anyone ever started one. Our system is very, very advanced. We can control commentary. We could kick people out. We get anybody that gives a problem, which we rarely ever do. But you could see that it's not your typical Zoom meeting. Okay, this is a professional trading room that was customized and made. That's why you'll notice here on top it says Pro Trading Room. You can, if you want to, you could also download the app. It will not work for you if you're not a student anymore after your trial, but usually what our traders do is that they'll get an alert on their phone, and then, like, for example, if I'll even show you really quick. I'm going to copy this really quick, and I'll do, I can't do an, I can do alert here. I'm going to post up an alert. And you see right here on my phone, it came up on my phone right there. Does everybody see that? So that's how fast our alerts go. So if we see something we want to share, if there's something big, something that maybe you're on the road, everybody wants it, that's basically how we do that. Now, any questions with that? Any questions about that too? So you understand the chat room, the alerts, the attendee list, and the trading room. All right. One last thing I do want to share with you. Right here up on the middle of the screen, you'll have, right now, you could bounce around. Right now, you're looking at a screen. You can look at notes, and you can look at files if we want to share a file with you. The one I want to kind of show you really quick is notes. So here in notes, what you're going to hear is, you're going to hear sometimes we'll have like lingos that will say WW, Fausto flags, HODs. So that's basically what the lingo that we use. These are shorthands that we use. Heads and shoulders, support levels, short sale, whatever it is. So if you want to know what kind of lingos we're doing, that's what's going on. A little quick tutorials on there also, upcoming events. That will actually, if you want to see what's coming up. We also have our, couple of big events that we do. Maybe you want to know holiday weekends, that's noticed, and the class schedule for all the classes that are coming up, phase 1, 2, and 3. So if you're a student of ours, you want to know when those dates are, those are right there up on the screen. Okay. So, and then you have some files in here if you have any files, some images that we posted, stuff like that. You get back to the screen so we don't lose out. We'll click on that screen and we're back on the screen. So right now, Rich is sharing. Now, if we want to, sometimes we'll share 2 screens at one time. Maybe you could want to bounce from screen to screen, but pretty much everything is done right here. Okay. The mobile app is available, both iOS and Android it is. Yes. Thanks for sharing that, Rich. Okay. Any other questions about what we talked about and how to use the system? Anything else? Now, I know a lot of you here do have appointments. Once again, when you talk to an education advisor, feel free. The purpose reason why we do that, we used to do just go right in to do an orientation privately. But we find that it might be nice to kind of, by the time your appointment comes up, because we're so backed up, we're always backed up. We get hundreds of people that do trials a week, over the month too. that sometimes you're like, oh, I can't get in the room for about 3 days from now, 4 days from now. So what we do is we do this one, and now you have your appointment. So now you have a little bit more experience getting into the room. And if you have any specific questions, now you know what to ask. And then you hopefully feel a little more comfortable of questions you could ask us, because this is the kind of customer service we do. Because the goal is, if you really want to learn how to trade, you know, you got to ask questions. And listen, for doing it for 30 years, and being very well known in the industry, doing education on the biggest brokerage firms, there's a reason why a lot of traders are here, and so on. One last question I do want to point out too. You will see the people change over and over again, because we are global. We have people that log in West Coast. We have people log in East Coast. We have people log in from Asia. We have people logged in from Europe. So you'll see people that are more active at certain times in the day, because some people only kind of come in here twice a week. Some people just trade maybe pre-market. Some people just trade after hours. So it varies. We got over 1,000 traders, if not more, in the room. Give and take is about maybe 15 to 20% at a given time. So you will find names, people will come time to time. And it's just like for you too. Some people have jobs, so they're doing this as a second job, maybe supplemental income. So that's the reason why you might see different styles. Another thing I do want to point out too is that, don't get confused. First of all, we do not want you to buy anything that we talk about in the room. Okay. We did not train you. Okay. You're just here to watch and see how traders think for themselves. That's the only reason why. Remember, we don't make recommendations. Okay. First of all, it's illegal to do that unless you're registered. What we do is we give ideas. We tell you what's moving. So, and the traders know, they read between the lines, because at the end of the day, you have to hit the button. So they're looking at, and they know, oh, we're looking at this and looking at that. Now, you'll see that we also bounce around with different stocks. The reason why we do that is because maybe somebody didn't miss that nice little runner in one stock. They want to get into another stock. So we're constantly pointing out ideas of, and also different levels. Some stocks move faster than others. So some traders are more advanced in here because they've been trading for a while. Some of them are just starting out. Some people like you that just never traded before and might say, you know what, this is too fast. Let me just answer that question, because I know a lot of you are going to encounter that issue. They are not fast. Some are, some aren't. If you think what you see is fast now, you can't even imagine what you're trading. Okay. So if you want to know what fast is, why don't you tell us a stock that you're in? And I would show, okay, you think that what we're trading is fast. Let's look at a stock that you're in. You'd be like, you won't even know what's going on. And that's why trading is a 80 to 90% failure rate. Okay. 80% of our classes are geared towards controlling losses. Don't worry about the winners. It's about the losers we got to control. 50% of people lose because they're in the wrong stocks they shouldn't be in the first place. So you're here to see why we're in certain positions and why we are trading, why we're not. And that's the whole thing about it. All right. Now, any questions before I let everybody go and get back into the trading room? Any other questions? Looks like Rich answered that question. So day trading, you find that TradeStation is one of the better brokers. Well, Ron, listen, we're not recommending any brokerage firm. We don't work for them. Okay, we don't get paid by them. Nothing. They are one of several that we do recommend, but certain people can open up certain accounts in certain parts of the world. Okay, some brokerage firms won't allow you to open up in certain parts. So we try to be very transparent with everybody. But if you are looking for a brokerage firm, please let us education advisors know a little bit about who you are, because I could tell you another half of you are going to fail. And don't take that in the wrong way. I'm just being very honest. You have the wrong brokerage account for the wrong type of trading. Depending on what kind of trading you're doing, you might need multiple brokerage accounts, and you don't need a lot of money in them, and you don't want to have all your eggs in one basket. But some brokerage firms are better to do certain types of trading versus others. Like if you're an option trader and you're doing like 70, 80% of those trades, this brokerage firm, these are better for you. If you're day trading, they're better for you. If you're swing trading or investing, that one's better for you. The other ones are garbage. And that's what you learn, and that's what the education is entailed. Okay. All right. Any other questions before I let everybody go? Anything else? All right. So no questions. Great presentation. Thank you, Fausto. Appreciate it. Makes sense, Peter. All right, great. So listen, this is what you have to do right now. Go into the trading room, have fun, talk to education advisor, watch and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Watch it very, very closely. Okay. Watch those videos. Watch, do your homework, read our reviews, and listen, if you want to start out small with Cyber Trade University, you could do that. If you want to do it the right way, you could do that. We'll have that conversation. We'll see if you're capable of doing it, but don't worry about things that are moving too fast because they're not, you're just not used to it. It's like putting a 16-year-old to start learning how to drive a car. Let me tell you, it's the scariest thing in the world. Okay. I already trained 2 of them. I got 1 more on the way. So anyway, if you know what I mean, you're no different than jumping in the stock market. And here you think it's easy, but it's, you just got to know how to play the game. So be careful. The day trading book, like I said, it's on your dashboard right here. When you scroll down, when you log in, you're right there in the middle. Okay. Right there. All right, so let's go back to the CyberGroup room. Enjoy your conversation with your education advisors. If you haven't made your appointment yet, you can always email us and we'll definitely get it done. If you want to change it, just let them know. And like I said, just please be patient with us. We are pretty overwhelmed. We're trying to do the best we can to get a hold of everybody, okay? Enjoy your $9 trial, and then hopefully from there, we could hopefully make you become a student at Cyber Trade University. Just remember something very important, fellow traders. You have to learn before you can earn. You want to do this, do it right. If you're not going to do it right, don't trade at all. Okay. Because if you think, education's expensive, try ignorance. So just make sure you know what you're doing before you do it. Good luck, everybody. We'll see you back in the room.